What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. It's your boy Young Kurd back with another banger. Today we have a 2021 NBA point guard superstar to trash tier ranking. You guys liked the last one. It almost reached 100 views in a day. So you guys were requesting me to do the point guards. I guess we'll do shooting guards tomorrow, but I appreciate everybody that's been tuning in. So basically, I did want to get into a disclaimer. None of this has to do based off these players' career. Obviously, if I were to look at Chris Paul right off the bat, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer, so he's a superstar. But I am basing this just basically off how they've been playing this season. So we'll start off with Ben Simmons. When Ben Simmons is healthy, got to put him at that all-star level. For this season, trash. Chris Paul, first team in the West. Chris Paul, I think he averages 11 and 16. He's got to be superstar level. Kobe White, below average. So Kobe White is a weird story because he provides good scoring off the bench for the Bulls, but he's extremely streaky. So that's just where I am with that. And then for Darren Fox, we have him at good, 22 points a game, six assists, 5 rebounds. So that's not bad, but I don't think he's at that all-star level yet because he plays for the Kings. Darius Garland this year definitely been an all-star. There's nothing more I could say about Darius Garland. He deserves to be on an all-star. And we'll do D'Angelo Russell. I'm gonna put D'Lo at good. I mean, part of me wants to put him at average. He's been underperforming this year. There's a lot of criticism he's been taking, but I mean, he doesn't get as many touches on the Timberwolves because they do have 3 stars along to go with him. Damian Lillard, I want to put him here, but part of me wants to put him here because I don't think that he's been having a superstar level year. DeJounte Murray has definitely been having an all-star level year. A lot of people would argue that DeJounte Murray should be an all-star. Schroeder, I'm going to put him on average, so now he's a Celtics. He's been playing pretty good for the Celtics. 15 points a game, 6 rebounds, I think 8 assists, so I think he's average. He's definitely above Kobe White. Delon Wright, below average. The Pistons have been underperforming. Delon Wright has had a decent year. I can't put him at that shooter level yet, but I'm not going to put him where I have Ben Simmons. Campaign. I'll put Campaign at... part of me wants to put Campaign at average, but then I want to put Schroeder up here if I look at it like that. Because Campaign has been so monumental for the Spurs team, but I can't put him at good. For what he does for his team, you could say he's at a good level, but his numbers are average. Dragic has definitely been underperforming this year. A lot of injuries, COVID safety protocol. So we'll put him at below average. George Hill. Part of me wants to put George Hill in the trash, but for the Bucks, he's really good off the bench, so I got to put him at below average. Drew Holiday, definitely good. I don't think Drew Holiday is having an all-star year because of injuries. He's missed the last 2 weeks. If you would have asked me last year, I would have said maybe all-star, but I didn't think he was having an all-star level year. Ja Morant, superstar. Think he's earned that title for himself this year. Jamal Murray, since he hasn't been playing, it's difficult for me to put him at good. But if you look at all 4 of these guys that are at good, Darren Fox, D'Angelo Russell, Dennis Schroeder, and Drew Holiday, I do believe that he's a better basketball player than all of them. So part of me wants to put him at all-star. I feel like we should do trash/injured. But for the sake of the video, we'll put Jamal Murray as an all-star because everybody knows that when he is healthy, he is an all-star level talent. John Wall, trash. Hasn't played the whole entire year. LaMelo Ball, all-star level talent. Lonzo Ball, good. It's hard for me. I feel like LaMelo had a better year than Lonzo. You could argue that Lonzo's had an all-star year, but I can't put Lonzo as an all-star year. Steph Curry, obviously superstar. He's one of the front runners for MVP in the year. Trae Young, I think Trae Young has really reached that superstar level. Kyrie Irving, definitely perennial all-star. I know he's had a bad year, but there's nothing you can take away from Kyrie's. I hate Kyrie with all my life, Celtics fan, but there's nothing you can do to take away from Kyrie's talent. Kyrie is a once-in-a-generation talent. His handle is ridiculous, and when he's on the court for the Nets, they're just such a better ball club. We'll put Kyle Lowry in that good category. He's averaging 10 points a game. He's really big in the fourth quarter for the Heat. Kemba Walker, I do want to put him here, but part of me wants to put him here because he's been really underperforming this year. So it's between here, and I might have to go here. His numbers are down. His playing time is down. Luka Doncic, superstar. I think he's released this. Now this one's interesting to me because Brogdon's having one of the greatest seasons of his career, but he's not an all-star, so I'm going to put him at good. Mike Conley is definitely average. He keeps that Jazz team good. Markelle Fultz has been hurt all year. I can't put him at trash, but I'll put him at below average. If Markelle Fultz is healthy, he's probably around this tier. Patrick Beverly, definitely below average. Russell Westbrook, I'm playing. Okay, here's the thing with Westbrook. You're asking a guy to do a lot when he's supposed to be the third option on the team. If I'm a Laker fan, I don't think Russell Westbrook is the problem. Anthony Davis is the problem. Russell Westbrook's out there playing every single game. I'm going to put Russell Westbrook at good. He's okay. People are saying that Russell Westbrook has had such a bad year, but you have to keep in mind he's averaging a 22-point triple-double, which is still very difficult. His numbers are horrible. He's 0% for 3 in the last 15 games, and that does make a lot of sense why people wouldn't want him as high as I have him on his list. But look, let's go over it one more time. So my 5 superstars: Chris Paul, Ja Morant, Stephen Curry, Trae Young, Luka Doncic. You could put Kyrie up here, but Kyrie hasn't played all year, so he's at my all-star level. Garland is having an all-star year with the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're 5th in the Eastern Conference, right behind the Hawks. There's no way that Garland isn't in getting some all-star consideration. Dejounte Murray, all-star. A lot of people would say that they could put Donovan Mitchell up here, but I can't put him at superstar level just based off of this year alone. If you would have asked me last year, I probably would have him up here. Jamal Murray, all-star. I kind of want to switch that because Jamal Murray's never been an all-star in his career, and he hasn't played this whole year, so we got to put him at good. LaMelo Ball having an all-star year. Kyrie has not played, so this kind of bothers me to have him that high. But for the sake of the talent, we'll leave him there. Darren Fox, 22 points a game. Like I said, the only reason why the Kings are somewhat relevant. D'Lo, underperforming this year. Schroeder, he's extremely streaky for the Boston Celtics. There's some games where he'll have 30, and then there's games where he'll have 8 points and have a horrible shooting night. But I definitely think he's been good this year. Drew Holiday been injured this year. That's the only reason why he's that good. Lonzo, I think he's just a step under LaMelo right now, but he definitely is one of the reasons why the Bulls are 1 seed. So I would maybe put him up here, but I already have LaVine and DeRozan. LaVine and DeRozan as all-stars. Kyle Lowry, good. He provides good fourth quarter scoring, but there's no way he's all-star level anymore. Brogdon, good. I think Pacers' record isn't good enough for him to be an all-star this year. Westbrook, like I said, you can't put Westbrook at all-star. Honestly, I think a lot of NBA fans would have Westbrook as average or below average, but he's a former MVP, and his numbers are still good. I watched the games, and he is playing horrible, I will admit. But for him to be playing horrible, and I'm not going to come in here and bag on Westbrook, for him to be playing horrible and still be good and average a 22-point triple-double, and his numbers are bad. Like, numbers don't tell the whole story, box score. We'll do a different separate Westbrook video, but for this video, he's good along with Jamal Murray. Average, Campaign, and Mike Conley, they're about as average as point guards as you can get. Like, if you ask me, well, who's the most average-ass point guard in the league right now, I would probably say Mike Conley. Below average, Kobe White, Delon Wright. I might switch Delon Wright, but that's fine there. Dragic's been hurt all year. George Hill. Kemba Walker, Patrick Beverly, and Markelle Fultz. These are all below average players. Markelle Fultz been hurt all year. Patrick Beverly's numbers aren't that great. He does definitely provide a spark. Like, when he's on your team, you love Patrick Beverly, you know? Kemba Walker, like, little playing time, trouble with locker room. Thibodeau doesn't really like him. George Hill, I mean, he does what he's asked to do, but his numbers aren't great. 5 points a game, 3 assists. Dragic been hurt all year. Okay, Ben Simmons and John Wall. Neither of them have played all year. John Wall's probably about average to good if we're being realistic, but he hasn't played all year. Anyway, you guys let me know down in the comments what you think about my list. I think it looks pretty decent. I think it's perfect, actually. There's no more than 5 superstar point guards in the league. You might switch Dame and Kyrie, but I don't think Garland's at that superstar level yet, and LaMelo is probably like the 6th best point guard in the league, but I can't take him over any of these guys. Anyway, I love you guys. I appreciate every single one of you tuning in. Tomorrow we're doing shooting guards, and we're back with another video like I promised. Young Kurd, peace, like, comment, subscribe.